Not stop
Yeah,
up.
there's a little
There it
green
is. It's right at
button.
the bottom. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Share screen, share. Okay, now you can see my screen,
Yeah, I
right?
can see it all, huh? Right?
This bloody zoom thing. Get that out of there. So you see this, right?
Yes.
Now, if I go here,
Oh, and you're running the Optron app. Let's go to the Optron Mini app. And instead,
that's
yeah,
the running
yeah.
last time. Yeah,
So this is going to give you some additional stuff that you don't need. And there's a couple of mini features. So let's close that one out.
that's just full on closing Macs altogether.
No, let's close the window, the Optron app window.
Cool.
And then let's go to extras
Yep.
and then go down to Optron.
Here's by the way. Here's the two options.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why that made it there for you. That's weird.
We want this, right? Optron Mini App.
The mini app. Yep.
See where that opens it. Hopefully on this of my three monitors. Yes, here it is.
Nice. Okay, then click the button to
Do
query.
that.
Oh,
Do that. Do that. Boom.
perfect. Yeah. And that'll light it up in all the different kinds of ways.
Boom. 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 Wicked. All right. So we got the
All
Optron
right.
Mini App,
Nice.
and then let's
Uh,
extras. Hello world. Yeah.
yeah, Hello World. It's kind of the splash page. So you got your Optron Connect. So you already opened up that blue where if click there if you're using the mini. And then under the orange, did you go through? We kind of went through those in our session last week.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, so you can close that second window out, or the second
This one.
Optron Mini app. Yeah, you can close that one. So that's the main client there.
That's right. The
You're
same.
already yeah, you're already hooked up. So that's the thing that like gets the Optron Mini connected to the computer. So
And then,
you're
hey,
there.
I got a share screen question. If it's
Uh-huh.
sharing the screen, is it sharing the mini video on the right of the three of us?
Yeah, so I can actually see you as well.
So
Uh-huh.
it's like that's so it's sharing. Okay, cool. So it's actually sharing the whole screen, including the zoom that it's doing at the same time.
Right, yeah.
We can see Andrew down there and you.
Yeah, yeah. If you go up to the top right and click view, you can see the main screen and then have the other organize how you want the other people to be on your screen as well. Yeah. Yeah,
Top
so
right
you
of
can
this.
see everybody. It's pretty nice.
I like everybody. Yeah.
All right, cool. And so maybe we need a review. So
Do it.
yeah, if
Definitely.
you click on the orange demo on the top, click here for blaster effect.
Yep. That's what I was messing with.
So that seems to work.
Oh yeah.
All right. So we could close and let's do a little explanation of what you see. So that Optron mini box on the top left is pointing to pressure. Like in the drop down menu, you see pressure. And so if you squeeze it, you see that the pressure button,
Exactly. Yep.
right? And the other Optron mini box below it is AX, and that's your X accelerometer. So if you like kind of turn it one way or the other way,
Yep.
it and that X is corresponding to that gray slider off to the right that's changing the hue, the color. So do you see the under confetti?
I'm
Like,
seeing it go back and forth. Yep.
uh-huh. So now if you press it, the kind of confetti that's going to be generated when you press the pressure button. Oh, so yeah, that's the enable and disable the effect. But yeah, if you press your pressure button, then it's going to change the color of that confetti. Um, I think another thing we might want to do is go to the Optron Mini app,
Go to where?
click on the Optron Mini app window.
Over here.
Yep. And down below those colored number boxes, the scale degree boxes,
Yep.
there's like a little toggle box, a square. Yeah, it says, yeah, click that on and then click it off. One time, that's going to disable the automatic color for the scale, and then that way you can
That is.
see the blaster effect much more clearly.
That isolates the confetti.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
All right.
We got our
Okay.
X. So we're dealing
Yeah.
with X-axis and pressure.
Yep. Nice. That's right. Okay. Let's go ahead and close that one out.
Oh, and then you just close it, and that's that.
Yep. That's that. And then let's see the Jedi, the
Yep.
second
We get
one.
the lightsaber going again.
Yeah. So this one has two inputs. So
Yep.
you got your gyroscope G, X, and G, Y. And so your gyroscope X is this, and your gyro Y is this. And so if you're going to grab this by the handle, your gyro Y is this away, and your gyro X is this away, right? Great. And then if you do things very slowly, you kind of get the wah sound. And then if you do things fast, then you got your lightsaber hit.
Yep.
All right.
Bingo.
All right.
Choose your color. Like, hey, let me make that thing more purple, and then let's see. There it is. I got a purple lightsaber.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Cool. All right. So we're kind of getting that like relationship broadly of input output there. Like, so you got your sensors input, they controls the sound, and then the output is like your little light things.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Let's close that out.
Damn.
And then under Rock On, that's the one with Coldplay, right?
That's right. It says crystal.vsd cannot be opened because the developer. Well, I'll open that
Oh, yeah. So hit cancel or go to System Preferences. Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah, security, privacy. I need to make a little note of that. That's something.
Happens a lot.
Yeah, Apple does this all the time now.
I mean, it happens with almost every plugin I'm installing.
Yeah, right.
Logic, it's just like nonstop. Like just
Yeah. All right, cool. So now if you press the pressure button, you should hear a tone. So press on the. Do you hear any?
nothing yet.
I wonder if maybe we need to close it out and open it back up now that you've enabled the crystal to be
Do that. Let me do it.
authorized. So
Yep.
let's get that one more time. Hit open.
Now it's doing the same thing again, but this time at least it says open this time, so that should
Oh,
do it.
wait. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So now you should be hearing a little something. You can turn up the volume slider if you need to. Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it's set to, if you take a look at the top, you got your pressure, which is the thing that is triggering the sounds, and then the fret is the thing that the scale degree that you're
Yep.
going to end up playing. All right, and then scale degree underneath is you're set to a tonic of D sharp mixolydian
Yeah.
or Q D sharp mixolydian, and you can change the key, the scale and the key
That
by
I
kind
drag.
of clicking and dragging. Yeah, or you can use up and down arrows if you click it, and then you can use the arrows on your keyboard.
I moved it up an octave.
Uh-huh. And then
I like that scale.
yeah, it's all kinds of fun ones you can play with.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. All right. And so the reason why I set it to D sharp mixolydian is because the
Clock. Yeah.
clocks, yeah, that's
Yep.
what they play in.
We jammed on last time. That was cool.
That's right. That's right. So, do you got any questions about this one?
No,
All right, let's move along.
my
Let's see.
my hunger is in connecting this to Logic or something and having the ability to play like insane crazy instruments or even try. I was thinking about like it'd be cool to play some drums on here
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
a MIDI controller.
Uh-huh. Well, let's do
That
yeah,
excites me.
so we could skip ahead. So Optron Basics. do you want to get right into the mapping MIDI, or do you want to kind of walk through a bit of the basic tutorials?
Good on the lights.
Go for it.
But these three down here
Yeah.
would be great to mess with because that was where I think maybe because I might have been because I was missing sounds like we're talking about.
Ah,
So I
yes.
was so that's where I got stopped was those three because I think there's missing sounds.
Let's go to make sounds then.
Yeah, that's the one where you'll start seeing like the error patch kicks in. Whoops.
Yeah. Well, show me your Max console.
Let me pull that up, which again is
Play
raw
can't find
here.
file bang. So weird because
That
I
was
don't
from
have.
yeah, that's exactly. Yeah. So if you
Okay.
go here, if you click that, you see no open file.
Ah, yeah. So that's all right. So
That's what I was
let's
already doing.
yeah. So let's click the little help box on the drum kit.
Yeah. I also tried drag. It says drag sound. I tried dragging kick samples in there, but it had an error with that.
Oh, really? Okay, let's so there's a little music note on the left toolbar. Do you see the little it's like an eighth note on the left toolbar of the Max window here?
Uh,
So there's if you look on the so see how
oh,
there's
right
a
here.
yeah, click on that.
Yeah.
And then let's
Those are working at least.
yeah, so let's click, hold, and drag one of those sounds into the drag zone,
Oh,
the
got
drop
it. That's it.
zone.
You can't just drag it from the desktop.
You should be able to drag it in from the desktop. So why don't you find a sound on the desktop and let's see what happens.
Yeah, I like this. There's a laser. I wonder
Yeah,
is there a kick drum in here? There is.
it should be some kick. Yep.
But I want to do it from here first, and then we'll do desktop. So I can drag it from here.
Click, hold, and drag it into the drag sound one. Great. And then click the bang up top on the top left.
Okay.
Yeah, the fader is there, but now you need to click, hold, and drag the gain slider. So if you take a look at the little comment down below, yeah, click, hold, and drag it up. You should be able to hear it in the left speaker now. And I would say drag it about like 3/4 of the way up.
Volume.
Yeah, the volume there. Yeah, that's kind of the more ideal. Yeah,
Got
nice.
pretty quiet though. Let me get it a little bit louder.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Nice. Why don't we go ahead and find a sound sample on your desktop and
Yeah,
drag it into the sound
this
too?
is what I was actually looking to do. I'll just type in snare now that we have a kick already. Do a dot wave. I'm sure something will pop up.
Yeah, anything .wave or .aif should load up just fine. I think it might complain if you use an MP3.
It will MP3 better. You said?
No, I think it'll complain if you try to use an MP3.
Oh yeah. No, I got a good wave right here. So
All right.
drag that in the drag sounds right
Yep. Click, hold, and drag into drag sound two.
where.
Yeah. And then give the second bang.
Oh, now it's working. Now, how do you play that with the mini?
Oh yeah, we'll definitely get into that. So that's coming up. But let's maybe give it a try. Let's say we want your pressure button to like trigger the kick,
Yep.
right? So let's go to the little patch generator on the top left
Yep.
and click the input button
Yep.
and choose Optron Mini.
Yep. Find it.
It's like the fifth one,
Okay.
fifth one from the top or something, or sixth.
Oh, there it is. Cool.
All right. In the drop-down menu on Optron Mini, click the pressure. Yeah, so click the AX drop-down
Yep.
and give your pressure button a squeeze, and it
Yep.
corresponds. All right, now we want to detect a threshold. So when the pressure goes above like 0.5, that'll be when we want to trigger that kick. So it's a 0 when it's not pressed, and it gets close to 1 when you press pretty hard. So
Yep.
zero point 0.5 is like right in the middle. So
Right in the middle. Yep.
let's go to patch generator
Yep.
and choose a threshold. The little drop down menu. Yeah, so click that. And then threshold, it's kind of an alphabetical order.
Okay. Cool.
S, uh, is it
Down
not?
here. I see S and then W.
Oh, okay. It's under
Oh, here it is. Here's I
processes.
found
Yeah,
threshold up here. Okay,
it's
cool.
not quite alphabetical. Okay.
It ended up on top of the Optron Mini one. Is there?
Yeah, so you can unlock the patch. So there's like a little lock box on the bottom
Here?
left. Yep.
Yep.
And that'll let you click, hold, and drag it down below. So you can plug. So I would like, yeah, do the mini there, threshold below. Let's drag the threshold below the Optron Mini. Yeah, nice. And then let's plug, while the patch is unlocked, click the bottom left handle. There's like of the Optron Mini box.
Okay.
In the very bottom left, there's like, yeah, a little handle. You can click it and then click the top right handle of threshold. Or sorry, not the top right, I guess, the top left. So bottom left and top left. I need so hit escape. There you go. And then let's click that patch cord you just drew.
There, I'm trying to.
Yep. And you can drag the handle, the red. Oh yeah, you could delete it too.
Like
Yep.
that.
There you go. Nice. And now let's lock the patch up. So go down to the bottom left. And then under rising and falling for threshold, let's click the little number text things in there. And let's change it to 0.5 and 0.5 on both.
On both.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Great. And now give your button a press and notice that when you press it and the data is above zero point 0.5, it says true in the little threshold
Yep.
box and false when it's below,
It is.
right? Now
Yep.
we just need to turn that true into a bang signal.
Yep.
And so let's unlock the patch and let's create a new object. Just press like the letter N on your keyboard.
N.
Yeah, the letter N for Nevada.
Yep.
And type in select, SELECT, and
Okay.
then space
Type the whole word. Okay. Yep.
one.
Okay.
And yep, and then go ahead and that's fine. So you can press return, and then drag that underneath if you want, underneath the threshold,
Yep.
and then connect like you did the Optron Mini to threshold. Go and drag the. It's actually there's like a little blue outline. You see the blue, so the bottom left is going to be down below there.
I see it.
Yeah, I would go over to the right just a
Uh,
tad bit more with your
there.
mouse. There you go. Yeah. And then hook up the select, the bottom left of select
Yep.
to the top left of the bang for your kick sound.
Cool. And that's up.
That's up above where drum kit, that
Up
bang
here.
going into the drum kit. Yep.
That one. Okay.
Now give your pressure sensor a.
Yep.
All right. So that's a pretty rudimentary way to do that.
Gotcha.
All right.
Basically, what we did was we basically opened an Optron Mini over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Let me lock that. And then so we opened an Optron Mini here. Then we opened a threshold, tied
Mm-hmm.
them all together, changed everything to half, and then we created select one, and then turned that into a kick.
Yeah,
And
and that select one basically it looks for a number one, which in computer language true.
the
True
true
means
false,
one.
0 and 1. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then if it sees a one, it sends a bang to the to that outlet.
Got it.
Yeah. All right, let's look into some other way to make sounds. So you can make MIDI pitches like right in here. So there's a under the load mesh 60, and you have the click to send bang, that little keyboard thing on the left.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can like click those little keyboard notes, and they make the MIDI sounds, right?
Yep.
All right. Then you can on the number box it says click, hold, and drag to set MIDI pitch. So where it says 60, it's like a little
Here. Yep.
box that says 60. Yeah, so under the number box that's underneath it, it's got like
Here. Yep.
this triangle. Yeah, you can click, hold, and drag that up and down to like set a pitch,
Okay.
and then click the bang to send that pitch. All right. And so this is a really fundamental setup that we're going to use in the next tutorial. So basically the idea is you want to store a pitch and then bang it to send it out later. Kind of like a guitarist or someone on a piano keyboard might put their finger on a key to like determine what pitch they're about to play, but then press down to like actually do it,
I
right?
want this. Hold on a second. If I got rid of that and did this over here, would that play it? There
Yeah.
we go. Nice.
Yeah, you're generalizing real fast.
Cool. Just kind
Yeah,
of
you're
getting
gonna know just enough to be dangerous here.
rough.
Yeah.
Just
So
making sure that it still made sense as a logic thing.
yeah, exactly. All right. So that's one way to make some MIDI tones in Max, but we'll go over MIDI mapping here in a little bit
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well to
All right.
other programs. All right, and then one more thing I want to show you is, there's the let's go ahead and hook the select back up. Oh, let's undo it real quick. So let's hit Apple Z or Command Z, yeah, and let's
Back.
hook the select back up to your kick drum.
Okay, cool. Now I'll just go back to that. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. All right, now do you see that little gain slider for the kick drum? So remember,
Over
there's
here.
these. Yeah, go down a little bit more to the ones that you drug around. Remember, it was like go about 3/4 of the way. Yeah, that's it. So the one on the left.
This one over here.
Yeah. What I'd like for you to do is unlock the patch and draw one of those yellow patch cables. So click on the bottom left of that gain slider.
Of this one.
Yeah, the bottom left handle. There you go. Click on
Yep.
that. That'll draw an audio patch cable. And I want you to hook it up to the bottom left object called 3D pan. It's on the bottom left of your screen.
Down here.
Yeah, so the top left inlet there. Hook it up there.
Right there where that blue one is.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
and then I want you to delete the patch cord of the gain slider going to that speaker.
This one.
Yeah, so that we don't hear it out of the left anymore. We actually hear it coming out of that panning object.
Yep.
So that'll pan it across the speakers. But then I want you to click the little orange circle that's on that like radar looking screen on the 3D pan.
Down here.
Yeah, there's a little orange circle in the middle of the radar.
I got it. This one.
Yeah, click, hold, and drag. Oh, you're gonna need to lock the
Yeah.
patch.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, click, hold, and drag that, and press the kick, and the position of that kick is gonna come from that place that you've positioned the orange dot.
So move it to the right. It's just shifting speakers. Down here, it's like invisible.
Yeah, because it needs a quadraphonic setup. It assumes that it's gonna be, it's trying to pan it to speakers that might be behind you.
Got it.
So it's got a couple of different speaker arrangements actually. Like if you click the little drop down menu for stereo, it's got there's a blue drop down menu that says, yeah, there's like quad, hexagon, octagon, 3D cube.
Crazy.
So you can like 5.1.
Yeah. Sick.
So you can like do 3D spatialization with the motions.
Now, how come on this? See how see where the mouse is? Right on the gain.
Yeah.
It's on the left only. Is that
Yeah,
because it's only hooked up to the left?
that's right. So for drum kit, sounds 1 and 2 are left panned, and sound 3 and 4 are right panned.
But even though we're still hearing it down here on the right.
Yeah, so that's just giving you that audio stream, and then like where it is, you can plug it into whatever destination speaker you want, but it's naturally gonna just go out of one outlet versus another. So it kind of gives you a couple of destinations that the sound can come out of. But then like what speaker it comes out of your sound card depends on. So if you take a look at that, remember I had you redraw that audio cord.
Yes.
That audio cord, if you click if you click, hold, and drag it to go back into just the left of the speaker, then you'll only hear it in the left speaker.
Oops.
You can hit escape, yeah, if you want to. If you drew a patch cord you don't want, but then yeah, go ahead and click and drag that back into the left, and now you're gonna hear it in the left and the center.
Right.
All right. If you get rid of the other patch cord, so get rid of the patch cord that's going to 3D pan. Yeah, and then redraw the patch cord to go into the right speaker.
Um,
So the one going out the gain slider,
okay,
the other one. So the left side.
that's the, but yeah,
Yeah, and then click and drag that to go into the right instead. Yeah, go to the right speaker. So on the right
oh,
hand.
this here.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh,
That's it. Yeah.
that's actually a right speaker.
Yeah, that's your sound card left and right speaker.
Got it. So it's boom right there.
Uh-huh. Right. So now you'll hear it coming out of both speakers because it's attached to both speakers.
I'm not noticing a difference.
Delete the left one.
Okay. Super small there. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, try to click and delete it again. Yeah, there you go. Now you should only hear it out the right.
Now I'm hearing a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
so you
that's
can
right.
yeah. So that speaker object there is your sound card. The left one corresponds to the left audio channel. The right one is the right audio channel. And it's kind of a drag to have to put a patch cord manually where you want it, either left or right. So that 3D pan is a way to pan it into some three-dimensional space if you want to have that.
Gotcha. That's just on the right now.
Yeah.
And then if you just did this, it'd be in both again.
Let's see. I think that's a slightly different cable you drew there. I think that came out of the right. So let's delete that.
Yeah.
And make sure you're clicking on the leftmost handle. There's actually a couple of, yeah, there you go. Yeah, and it'll be a yellow cord.
There we go. Now it's both again.
Yeah.
Interesting. So there's actually different. Okay. What's this gain? Oh, that's gain slider.
That's just the slider value.
The actual signal.
Yeah, it's going to output a number based on what the slider value is. So the reason why they give you that is you can cascade slider objects together. So if you put the right outlet of the gain slider into the left inlet of the one next to it off to the right.
Yeah. So the gains, this a slider value you're talking about?
Yeah, slider value. So if you click it and then plug it into the gain slider, the top left off to your, yeah, that's right. Plug it in there.
Yeah.
And go ahead and drag the left slider up and down. And that's going to, when you lock the patch. Yeah, there you go. That's going to
controlling both now.
push both of them around. Yeah. So you can cascade the values. Yeah. Nice. What was that? I can't. You're just beatboxing with it.
I'm beatboxing while going like this.
Nice. Yeah, that was fun. All right. Yeah, I think you've mastered the concepts here. So if you want to undo all those things, great. Or we could, you can always just re-download the package and it'll be back to normal. So whatever.
Yeah, you can just get rid of all these things.
Yeah.
The way we did it. Boom. Boom. And then let's get rid of some of these extra things. There, and then that extra cable there.
Nice.
You're looking pretty good. Let's put that
yeah, it's looking great.
Clean that up
All right. Bit. Yeah, so let's.
Now it's pretty.
Yeah, great. Let's close it out and go to the next one. And
don't say it. More.
All right, there you go. All right. Next one. So go to those demos. Go to MIDI Instrument.
Ah.
All right, so this is basically what you sort of did in the previous tutorial, where you got like your little MIDI keyboard. Oh, and this is one of the issues that we came across, this VST chip sounds.
Yeah.
If you go down to your speaker down at the bottom,
Yes.
yeah, the chip sounds is something I gotta fix. So the VST, let's unlock the patch.
Okay.
So bottom left to the
Yep.
lockbox.
Lock the patch.
Find the VST squiggly object there and change the chipsounds.au info. Let's put crystal. So VST space CRYSTAL.
Yep.
And, yeah, and then dot VST. Let's get rid of the AU info.
Yep.
VST.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see if that loads up your Crystal VST. And you'll know if click on the lockbox and double click that Crystal VST object, and it should pop up. Yeah, nice. All right,
We can pick sound in here.
that's right.
That one does it. It's up the way.
Yeah, so that over arrow will toggle you through the banks, and if you press the down arrow, that will let you see all the banks that are available for you. Yeah.
Let's get into some cross the street. Interesting. Maybe let's get into Siberian Nights. Okay, I don't hear anything.
It might be one of those press and hold deals where like it takes a while to. Oh, and it's only gonna. I see. This instrument's only gonna make a note like that's 100 milliseconds long, so it might not actually be long enough. So for some of the pads,
Yeah.
it might not be long enough to for it to sustain. So I'd like go to maybe one of the leads or vintage.
Oh yeah, vintage is gonna be good. I bet.
Yeah,
Actually,
like Atmo ePiano.
that's what we did last time. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So let's get into how this works, right?
Yep.
So if you let's start at the top left where it says the Optron Mini and pressure. So basically, we're using pressure to be the trigger sensor,
Yep.
and then threshold. Tell me what threshold is doing.
The threshold is like going. It's once it gets past 50%, it goes from false to true, and then it's
Right,
up sound. Right. So that's right.
and
Actually,
then yeah, and this one,
it looks like it's 0.3 on this one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so you can try different values to get a different action. So
Yep.
maybe you want to press harder versus softer.
Right. So if I want to press harder, I would just raise it. If I want to press softer, I'd lower it.
That's right.
And then rising and falling, that's okay. That's when it's on the way up,
Hmm.
then it makes it true, and then on the way down, and then it waits. So you could actually have it two different numbers where, like, on the way up, it happens quicker, but then it goes off sooner on the way down, like at 0.7, for example.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. You could have it do all kinds of different responses. So you can really kind of dial in the action you want.
Yeah.
All right.
If I wanted that to be like super high action, fast action, I'd be like, super
That's
fast.
right.
Cool. And then if you want it to be like a little bit like harder, it could be like, yeah, you can't go as fast because it's higher.
Right. Yeah, you have to be more intentional with it.
Yep.
Right.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty fast.
Yeah, so basically, like it allows you to dial in the amount of effort you want to exert physically into it.
Yep.
All right.
Let's see.
Next is let's go up to the fret mini, so Optron Mini, where it's selecting the fret. So that's the number that's going into that's your slider, um, and that's going to give you the scale degrees that you want to do. So basically, when you drag your finger up and down fret, it's giving you these numbers 0 up to, what is it, 15?
Probably 12, I'm guessing.
12. And that number that you go in between as a review from last week is on the Optron Mini App.
Change that, yeah, over. Oh, wait, actually,
Yeah, you can change
here, go
that
down to
num
here.
frets. Yeah.
Let's say 16.
Hmm.
Come back over here, and then, yep.
All
Cool.
right. So it gives you, yeah, 0 through 15. So it counts 0 as one of the
Zero
frets.
is one of them, exactly.
Yeah. All right. So, and then we have the same, we have those going into the scale degree object, which
Just
again is
button
like
16 again.
translating. Yeah, that's right. And then chord degree. Let's take a look at chord degree. We got the same Optron Mini,
4 degree. Okay, cool, nice.
but chord degree is going to give you, based on the tonic and the scale, you have a couple more drop down menus. You got the triad. So if you click that drop down menu that says triad,
Yes, sir.
that is going to give you different kinds of hand positions for the kind of chord that you want to do. So that's your chord structure.
Okay.
And then if you
How,
click on the Roman numeral,
how are we playing chords?
so triad is just going to give you like a play a note, skip a note, play a note, skip a note, play a note. And it's going to do that up and down. For let's click on chord if you want to hear it. So under choose one, the radio buttons,
Choose one, the radio button.
it's like in the center of the patch,
Ah,
basically.
cool.
Yeah. So that's going to play a triad structure chord on the one of C4 Mixolydian. And if that doesn't make, I mean, that's got the music theory stuff.
That
So,
sounds more like an arpeggio than a chord.
yeah, it's a arpeggio. You can play a chord. It's basically the chord degree. So it's the degree within the chord that it's going to play. But yeah,
Uh,
it's an arpeggio if you do it in sequence, and a chord if you layer it together. That's right.
can you play multiple notes at the same time?
Yeah, so actually, if you want to create a second chord degree, so go to input on the patch generator,
On the patch generator. And
top left.
yes.
Yeah, find a chord degree. It's right under the process. Yeah. And then click, hold, and drag that
We'll move
right off
over
to the
here.
right of chord degree. So let's put another one right beside, off to the right of it. Yeah, so kind of
Put
drag it a
two chord
little
degrees,
lower. Yeah, drag it a little lower.
like here.
Off to the right of the original chord degree.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, the OG there. Yeah, the OCD, whatever. And then let's create a new object. So press the letter N.
Do I unlock first?
You're unlocked. Yeah, so you're good. Press
Okay.
the letter N for a new object and press plus.
Yep.
Um, let's, yeah, just a regular plus, space, one.
Move this bloody thing out of the way. Space one. Whoops. Ah. Space one.
There you go. Uh-huh. So we're going to add a plus one. All right. And then press return.
Okay.
And then click, hold, and drag that right above the chord degree you just made.
Ah, bloody hell.
It's all good.
It is.
And then plug the outlet of plus one into chord degree.
Outlet of plus one.
Into, yeah, so the bottom left.
Bottom left is outlet. Okay. And
Yeah,
so what are these all do?
those are inlets. So that'll set the right operand, and
That's
that's
on the way in. It's the top. And
yeah.
that's set left operand, set right operand.
Yeah, so basically
Ow.
plus and then out. Yeah, so if you hold down the option key and click that object,
Option key.
Option and click that object. It tells you what that is. There you go. So add two numbers together.
4 and 7.
So, and then click the number box on the top left and just drag it up, and you'll see that everything that spits out of it is like a +5. So it basically takes what's going in that top left and adds 5 to it.
Gotcha.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that fret, we're gonna add 1 to it so that it plays the next degree up, and put it into chord degree. So let's click, hold, and drag that. Yep, plug the output of the +1 into the top left inlet of chord degree. Perfect. All right, and then let's do the Optron Mini fret. So the Optron, yeah, that fret, the bottom left, the outlet.
I gotta keep it. Keep it unlocked.
Yeah, keep it unlocked, and then plug that into the +1 object. And so
Cool.
now
Extending exactly.
exactly, now it's going to fan out. So then now you're going to play the 0. Go ahead and plug the outlet of chord degree. The one you just drew, there's a bottom left outlet of the one you just, the new one. Click, hold, and drag that into the same destination as the other. Yeah.
There.
And now play it.
Not yet.
Maybe input a new, go ahead and drag your finger on the slider so it actually selects the, is it doing 2?
Not yet.
Interesting.
I think there's something still not missing. Let's check the line.
Oh, no, I think the way I set up the patch is actually, it's not, yeah, you actually need to do a list of numbers instead. So I set this up maybe a little bit wrong. If you, I think what I could do is, I would need to program it a little. I need to swap out need to swap something out. So what I might do is, what if I could, let's see here. Give me a second.
Over my computer.
Yeah, I wonder if I could just like do a quick reprogramming on your device. Let's see. Allow to record, make host, spotlight. How do I I wonder if there's there's supposed to be a way I can ask for access to do that, and I forget. Should be under. I wonder if it's if I'm not able to do it from here. Weird. I was able to do it on some other Zoom meetings, but maybe that option for this meeting is disabled.
What's it? The option to do what? To
I was gonna.
Like a slave, like a kind of jump in.
Yeah, so basically there's an option where like I can use your keyboard and mouse from here
Yeah.
to like do a new patch to just
Oh,
kind of repatch it, but I don't think it's going to enable me to do that on this. I need to figure that out. So let me look into how to do that later. But anyways, yeah, there's definitely a way to play the chords simultaneously and you're almost there. I can talk you through it. Why don't
yeah.
you share your screen one more time?
Okay, cool. Is it sharing?
Yeah, now it is. All right. So unlock your patch, and do you see that int 0 right above the keyboard?
Where are we?
So look for the keyboard right above it. Yep. Click it. We're gonna edit it. We're gonna change the name. And let's call it ZL space reg, like REG. Yeah, there we go. And then right above or right below chord degree, let's make a new object. Let's type the letter N.
over here.
Just anywhere is good. Type the letter N,
Yep.
and then let's type PAK for
That's me.
pack
That's me.
space 1 space 1. That's going to pack a couple of things together. All right. And then let's put the outlet of chord degrees into the top left and right inlet of pack respectively. Yeah, so that one goes into the left and then that one goes into the right. And that's going to put them together in a list. All right. And then let's get rid of the patch chords going into the right inlet of switch. Yeah, so just delete those. And then let's draw the output of pack to go into that inlet that you just deleted those patch chords out of. Yeah, this should do it. So let's do your fret thing to kind of get them to update, and then press your button, and you should hear.
Not yet. Single note still.
All right. We need one more object. So type the letter N.
We need another one.
Type the letter N and put ITER, iter, ITER.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. And then let's go ahead and yeah, press return.
Yeah, I'll move that.
All right. So there's a patch cable in between ZL Reg and that piano, the keyboard. So see the
yeah, this one.
Yeah, click that patch cord and delete it. The output of ZL Reg goes into the input of ITER.
Boom.
And ITER goes into the outlet of ITER goes into the keyboard inlet.
This one?
Yeah. All right, let's give it another press.
There it is.
Yeah. We had to do a little bit of repatching there with the harmonies, but kind of the main idea of what's going on, talking you through that, is we got our fret. It's generating a fret number that's corresponding to the step on the piano key that you want to do for a chord structure. And then it's the original number is going in the first chord degree, and then we're adding 1 to that to go up the next step of the chord, and then putting it into another chord degree object. And then both of those are going into a pack object so that we make a list of simultaneous pitches we want played.
Yeah.
And then that's going into a register, ZL register object. And that's basically just going to hold on to those notes until you want to trigger it to like be released. So it's like kind of pulling back a bow and then, releasing it. And ITER is basically splitting it up into a quick sequence of numbers. So it's saying play both of them.
Gotcha. Hold on, I'm just checking it out. Okay, so give me the chain one more time.
Yeah.
So starting here.
The Optron Mini off to the left, or off to the right, sorry.
Yeah, okay. We're starting here, and then so we've got I'm playing different frets. Let's say I'm on number 6. And
Yep.
then that is going we have these going out to both this and this.
Uh-huh.
Now is the fact that both of these here, is that affecting that right now? Because one's on C and one's on E. Is that so? It's doing like a second or third or whatever it is called.
Yeah, so it's gonna do the third. Yeah, so it's gonna go up
If
the
I
next
were to
step
if I were to change this, would that affect that?
it will change the note that it's playing. Oh, not that one, but the tonic.
Oh, that's right. Up
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah, that'll change relative to what it is. So yeah, if you could do like bitonal things if you wanted to.
That was awful. But okay.
So I would, as a practice, yeah, set them to the same tonic, or they could be like octave displaced. That's
They're on
fine.
the same tonic, but it's because it's a triad. Is it because it's a triad that it's playing the third
Uh,
right?
I think it's because you're playing different scales. So you got C4 Mixolydian, but we have C5 Ionian. So I think if we change that to Mixolydian as well, then they're both going to play the same within that
So
same.
it's still working either way. What I'm saying, like, what's making it do two different notes? What's the thing that's making it do it?
Oh, you're adding a one. You're
If I'm adding a one, why is it doing a third?
because
I would think I would add a two.
yeah, so you would add a two if you're doing scale degree. But scale degree isn't sensitive to the structure of like chords, like chord structure. It pays attention to where a pitch is at within the scale.
Yeah.
And so scale degree, you could certainly create chords using scale degree, but chords kind of takes a lot of the music theory out of the scale bit.
Yeah.
And so with chord degree, you can do all kinds of stuff like set up different or chord structures. So you can do like a triad or a seventh. So if you change triad to seventh on both of them, so that'll add the seven in there,
Yeah.
right? So it bakes in a little bit of extra music theory, so you don't have to.
1 second. Put this back down to C4 or B. So C4. How did we get it so that this one says C4 and this one says E4? What did we do for that?
Yeah, so so you can kind of see where those darkened piano keys. You see the
Yep.
darkened piano keys there? That's
Yep.
going to tell you within that octave what 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. is going to correspond to within that chord.
Okay.
And so when you press the button, you're sending a 0 to the chord degree on the left, but you're sending a 1 because 0 plus 1 is 1 to the chord degree on the right.
Okay.
And so the one that gets 0 is going to play the C on that piano key there. The one that gets 1 is going to play the next dark key up, which is an E.
Got it. Okay, that's what's going on. So this is adding one, but it's actually just the next. It's not one note. It's the next one of the three notes.
That's right. It's the
So,
next in that
so
chord structure.
if you were to add another one, and
Uh-huh.
put that here real quick. Hold on 1 second. And then let's do
Letter N.
another plus one. Plus, is it plus space one?
Plus space 1.
Yeah. And then we went from, let's say, this one's going from here to here. Actually, make it plus space two then, yeah?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
And then we did this to here, and then that to there, and then,
All right, now we need to pack all three of those together. So
yeah,
let's modify that pack object, PAK.
yep,
Let's call it PAK 1 space 1 space 1. So let's add an additional space 1 to the end.
bingo.
And that's going to glue them all together.
And then, yeah, then we want to go out into this.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And then, now we're playing triads.
And
Even
now you
more.
got to set the mode on the third chord degree to Mixolydian.
Yeah, and also I want to like get this. I actually want to hear the triad itself. Um, There we go. That was fun.
And now basically you're setting the inversion of that triad as you go up with the fretboard.
Yeah.
So 0 fret would be root chord. The first fret would be first inversion. The second one would be second inversion, etc. Keep going up.
So this is seven. So like I hear a full version of it.
Nice.
Fun. I like it.
Yeah, nice. All right. So that's a nice tutorial for that. If you want to, here's another cool thing is maybe we want the fret to control the actual step in the scale to do. So a zero will be on the one, and then as you go up, you'll play on the second degree, the third degree, the fourth degree of the scale, right?
Right.
And so, for example, change them all. You know those drop down menus next to the seventh with the Roman numeral one or the I in there? Click on those and change them all to the Roman numeral five. So
Mm,
there's on the chord
Is that
degree.
again? Sorry, I lost it.
Yeah, on the chord
Oh, in here,
degree,
here, these.
change it to the five.
These all the fives. So that makes the
So that's gonna be the five chord in the Mixolydian. Uh,
this is where my lack of music theory comes in, but
yeah, it's all
so
good. So
that's
basically
but
it
that first there's a fifth,
uh-huh. Yeah,
and
so
then
it's gonna
there's a
transpose.
third after that.
Yeah, so what's going on is
Is that an invert? Did we just do what's called an inversion or something?
it's so basically, in your so when you're performing chords in a scale,
Yeah.
right? A easy progression would be something like let's see.
Like
Um,
I play music, but I don't know what anything's called.
yeah, yeah. So let me turn up the volume here.
I'm like all ear.
Oops. Let's see. Well, I mean, basically, for harmonic progressions, is you take your fingers and you play on if you're in the key of C,
Yeah.
play C, E, G, and that's your one chord.
One, three,
But
five, or something. Yeah.
yeah, and then G, and then G, uh, A sharp. Um, but anyways, the next, uh, yeah, so the next chord, so up five would be the G, A sharp, D. And so basically, if you go between C, E, G and G, A sharp, D, you're going to be playing the one and the five chords in the Mixolydian mode. And if that's just kind of like how you go through harmonic progressions. So it's God, I don't know, like 12 bar blues. You're rocking out on like the home bass chord for a while, and then
Mm.
you progress over to another chord, like you play some other harmony for a
Right.
while, then you go back to the home bass, right? And so this is a way to kind of it's better to, I think, hear it. So
Yeah.
why don't we get to a
That's
point where we can just kind of hear it together? So go ahead and unlock the patch,
boom, boom. Okay.
and then let's delete the out of the bottom left of that Optron Mini fret on the top left. Yeah, on the top. Oh, sorry, top right. My bad. I gotta get my and keep going over to the right. Yeah, that one. Let's delete all the patch cords coming off of the outlet there.
Ah, ah. So small.
Yeah, you can click, hold, and drag the Optron Mini object itself up, so you
Got
can
it.
give yourself a little more breathing room. Yeah, I like playing around with this stuff. This is great. And then one more patch cord. Delete the other one out
All of them.
of it. All right. So now we want to control which step in the scale we're playing the chord on instead. So draw the outlet of Optron Mini, that one we just deleted.
Yep.
Yeah, and stick it into, so go ahead and click that, and let's hover over, is it the second one? Let's hover over the second one
Hmm.
and see, go to the second one on the left. And no, so not that one. Keep going over more to the right. Not that one. Not that one. That one. Chord root.
Okay.
All right. And put your finger. Yeah. So put your finger on the second or on the first fret. So zero. And then put it on the one.
Yep.
Yeah. And see how that shifts all those up.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that, yeah.
yeah, so let's do the same thing where we are connecting it to all of them. So let's hook the fret up to the right inlet of all the chord degrees. All right. And then um, let's also do um, let's create a message box. So press the letter M.
M.
Yeah, press the letter M
Yep.
and press 0.
Yep.
All right. And then hit OK or return.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Hit backspace and just click somewhere off of it,
Yep.
like anywhere on the white space. Yeah. Now let's click, hold, and drag that up to the first chord degree. Yeah, like right there. And let's plug that into the in left inlet. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then let's see. Let's do you see the select bang? The under thresh, so you got Optron Mini pressure, threshold, select, and then you got that button bang.
This one.
Let's click on, yeah. So let's unlock the patch and let's make a little outlet. Let's click on and draw the outlet of that up to the 0 that's in chord degree. All right. And then let's put the outlet of the 0. Let's put it into the +1. So that little message 0. Oh no, you had that one right. So hit escape and Control Z. Yeah. So the outlet of the 0.
This one here.
Yeah, yeah. So click in the outlet. Let's draw a patch chord. Yep, that's it. Yeah, click and draw that into the input of +1
There it is.
and draw another one to the +2.
No, new one. Give me a new one. There you go.
Yeah, +2. Yeah,
Looks like it stops about halfway. Like if you.
yeah. Because it'll only go between one or the first step and the seventh step, and then you're
Okay,
done.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
we ran out of room or whatever.
right. So if you play a rhythm going from the first scale or the first chord degree up to the fifth scale degree, and you just keep going between 1 and 5 over and over,
Yeah.
that's a very basic chord progression. Right?
There you go.
Yeah. So now you're like throwing down a harmonic progression for someone to riff over top of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a lot of that was a deep dive into some chordal stuff. So this is the
That's
tutorial
proper.
was never meant to be that deep, but yeah, you learn really fast.
I just gotta remember. But yeah, today I have to run. I have to run shortly.
Sure, sure. Yeah, so
But give me some homework.
I would like for you to
Maybe email me homework so I don't forget it.
yeah, I'll email you some homework. It looks like, now that we got this, I'll put together a
I have
little
like
list
if
for
I do
MIDI mapping.
homework that'll keep it. That'll start getting the retention.
All right, sounds great. Yeah, I'll come up with a homework assignment and I'll send it to you, send it your way, all right?
I love it.
This was fun, Deepak. So this time or next week we're gonna do Tuesday, right?
Tuesday normal, yeah. Generally that works. It's just like sometimes like like I do stuff with Disney and Disney like sometimes it's like we need like you to orchestrate 3 songs by tomorrow.
Yeah, right,
And,
right,
and they don't care. They don't care that I'm doing other stuff. They're
right,
Disney, and they're just like yeah. There's I can't like oh can I do it by Wednesday? They're like no. It's like
right.
they're like
Okay, cool.
they don't care at all. And I'm
Cool,
like
man.
that's the reason I'm able to have this house because of Disney. So I got to keep that going.
Yeah, totally. No, I completely get that. So, yeah, I really appreciate your time, and let's connect next week.
Awesome.
I'll be in touch. Thank
Good
you.
stuff, man. That was epic.
Yeah, it was fun, dude. Feel free to save that as something else. Go to like File, Save As, and put it somewhere on your computer. That way you can queue it up to like look into what you did.
Save. Ah, I'm not seeing save.
File, Save As. Oh, maybe save? Try that.
Uh-oh.
Ah, you gotta authorize it.
Authorize mass to save a patcher.
All right. No, I'll work on that later.
No
Like
big
maybe we
deal.
can work on
I mean,
authorizing it later. Yeah.
probably screenshot it too, just for memory.
Yeah. They just want you to pay for a license. I have some licenses, some spare licenses I might be able to provide you for a key. All right.
Yeah, let me I'll just do this though at the least, just so we have the image up.
Yeah, screenshot. Yeah.
Boom boom.
All right. Nice.
Andrew!
DPAK. It's
Yeah,
exciting.
good stuff, man. I'm gonna be playing this on stage and notes.
Yeah. Oh, and I've been printing out the Chrome, the Silver Surfer version of the big Optron. So
Nice.
these, yeah, this is gonna be really really cool.
I had this like vision last night of like the big one, right? And I'm
Yeah.
on stage and there's like a spotlight and it's like
Uh-huh.
it's like a stadium, right? And then like there's like smoke machines and LEDs coming up from the ground. And I'm
Yeah.
like standing there like with my, one of my crazy robot outfits. I have like all sorts of crazy, I have crazy outfits and shiny stuff. I have like LED
Yeah.
glasses. Like I get the whole gear. I mean,
Nice.
I go to the grocery store wearing shiny silver shit. Like I live that robot life. But so then all of a sudden, like I'm like on the Optron, this is like
Yeah.
like a big pad thing, and then there's like explosions on the stage, and all of a sudden, like
Nice.
I have this whole song in my head. Anyway,
Nice. I
it's
can't
exciting.
wait. Yeah, I'm excited for you. And yeah, I think the Silver Surfer version would be great for that.
Yeah, yeah. And then like I also had another vision at some point too, like where everyone, all four people are standing in the front, all band members,
Uh-huh.
and like all of them, like everyone's got them, and they're like it's like one of them's like playing, like it's like a whole thing, like one's playing drums on it, one's
Uh-huh.
playing keys, and just I don't know, just stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, it
There's
could
like more bigger. There's like more bigger vision. I'm always thinking about bigger stuff in my head all the time.
exactly. Yeah, someone could have like a mini in each hand and they're like, those could be like the
Stuff
percussion
like that.
sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so
Cool. Let's
I gotta
work
go
on
to
that.
the lunch thing. But yeah, like send me some homework and we'll keep grooving.
All right,
Cool.
sounds good.
Thanks
Catch
for
you
helping me
later.
last night, Andrew.
You will. Of
I'll be
course.
back. Yes,
Cheers.
sir. Talk to you soon.
Yeah. So, Andrew, we'll catch up next time you can. I will. We're gonna hang out. When was it? Monday next week, right?
Yeah, that was the plan.
Perfect. Sounds good. Drive safe. I would maybe avoid a lot of the mountains with your Prius if you can.
Right. What was the name of that road again?
It's called the Columbia Gorge. Just
The
like
Columbia
look at
Gorge.
look at Google Maps, and it's
Okay.
the big river that like goes a little north of Portland. It's like the river that divides Washington and Oregon.
Okay.
And if you go that way, it's usually really clear, or at least
Okay.
well maintained,
Cool. Thank you.
and no mountains.
Right.
All right, cool. Catch you later,
That's
man.
good. Good stuff.